Hello Wonders, it's Courtney with Wonderfully Wander, and I am back with our part 3 of our quartz crystal cleaning process. We've taken you along in this journey from our smallest crystals to our medium cluster to now we are showing you the largest crystals that we have, one of them weighing 75 pounds, and cleaning them with the oxalic acid cleaner in the cold process method. In this video, we're going to be taking you along, showing you everything that we've done in this whole process, and of course, those beautiful final results from cleaning out the crystal from the peanut butter clay and just how much they sparkle and shine. Stay tuned for those end results. They are so worth the wait. We love that RV life has given us the opportunity to travel to all of these incredible places across the country and to find all of these amazing rock hounding spots. We joke all the time that we are so overweight in our trailer because we carry beautiful rocks everywhere that we go. And we are back in the area where we're at our storage container, so it made it perfect for us to clean the crystals that we have, put them into storage, and decide if we're going to start selling off the pieces or if we are going to keep them. That way we can continue in our RV journey and find some more. Today we're going to be cleaning up our large crystals so that we can get rid of this bits of the peanut butter clay that just comes from the earth when you are rock hounding. Quartz crystal is found within this peanut butter clay, and this particular piece was picked up in Arkansas, and we've been carrying it around and have not had an opportunity where we get to clean it. This piece is really quite large. You can see next to Jared just how big it is. But you have to have it in, obviously, a container that is large enough that can hold such a crystal. We're going to be doing the cleaning process with oxalic acid, and so you need to have it at least 6 gallons of...
6 gallons for 2 pounds of oxalic acid.
We had found this trash can here, and you want to make sure that it sits out in the sun and it has a lid on it. So what we're doing over here is we are just mixing up the oxalic acid with water, with a paint stirrer. And we will be putting it into this container, and it will sit out here for 3 days. When using this, you want to make sure that you are in a well-ventilated area, that you use gloves or something. Just make sure that you do not spill, because after all, it is an acid. That looks very cool though when it pours. So you want just enough that is going to submerge the crystal and allow it to kind of cook off that dried on earth bits. We are doing what they call the cold process method. So you put it into a plastic container and you want to make sure that it is sealed up. All I had was a trash can with like a lid that opened. Just saran wrapped it and put a hitch over the top of it just to keep the lid down so that critters didn't knock it over, because we are in kind of a wild area at the moment and we wanted to make sure that nothing spilled and nothing got any problems.
3 days later.
Now that our time has passed, we are going to neutralize the crystal in with water and, of course, baking soda, just like we did in our first video of the small crystals. We're doing 8 gallons of water to this whole box.
4 pounds.
4 pounds of baking soda. And then we are going to get the crystal and put it into baking soda water mixture to neutralize it out. The reason why we're doing it this way instead of just a straight water bath like I did on the last sets of crystals is because this one has sandstone and it's a lot more porous. So we want to make sure that the acid is completely neutralized throughout the entire thing so it doesn't just eat it away. We have our handy dandy paint stirrer.
You can see that the baking soda is sitting on the bottom and it's not stirring up very well, so that's where this is going to come in great hand.
Here's our first look. Oh, you can see that it is very yellow. Oh, I'm so excited to pull it out.
Okay, so we got our safety gear on now. Remember, safety third. We've got gloves and glasses on. We have our baking soda solution ready. Now we're gonna pull this out and let it drip, and then we're gonna place it into the baking soda, and you should see a reaction of it neutralizing the acid. Woo, it's hot.
Isn't that funny that it's a cold process, but it's still hot? Oh my gosh, what do you think?
That's pretty crazy. There's that bubbling. That It's the baking soda neutralizing the acid. There's not a lot on it because it's we're not pouring it in pound for pound to neutralize that entire bucket. We're only neutralizing what's in here. So that's why usually you would use 1 pound of baking soda per pound of water, but because we're only neutralizing the acid that's in the crystal itself, it should be great.
So now we have our second large cluster that we're gonna go get, and we will show you what that looks like before we dip it in, and of course, the final result. You can see that it's still bubbling and neutralizing, which is exactly why we did it that way, but this is our second of the large clusters. You can see that all of that red iron, peanut butter clay things are inside of that, and we're going to throw that into the cold process, and we'll show you that result too.
All right, there we go. This solution is probably like 105 degrees or something like that, just from sitting out in the sun in this thing, so it's nice and warm.
Neutralize the gloves.
Even the gloves bubbled.
And we probably could have done more of the solution, but even though it's like tinted, I still feel like it's clean enough that we could dip this one in and let it do its job. Our crystal's been in for 4 days, and this was the neutralizing bucket. We just wanted to show you, look at that. It crystallized all around the edges. Oh, and we're just gonna stir that back up to help neutralize when we pull out this next crystal. Here's our first look 4 days after we put this crystal in. So Jared's going to pull it out. We're gonna take a look, get it neutralized and rinsed off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that did such a good job. That looks so much better. There's some bits that will probably come off there with water. Just gonna dip it. Wow. Oh my gosh, that cleaned so beautifully. This one is such a gorgeous mix of, like, there's clear points, there's milky points. Such a cool piece.
Very cool.
Pulled the crystals out and we sprayed them with water to do like a water bath on them. We have our old neutralizing solution and our old acid solution. But this is so dirty at this point, I don't feel like it's going to be as effective if we do a second round, which the crystals definitely need. So we need to neutralize this. So here comes the fun science part.
So this should be done like 1 pound of baking soda per gallon of acid. So we have like 6 gallons in here. And really...
We have a friend.
Hello, hummingbird. Come for an acid dip?
Yeah.
So anyway, you just pour it in until it stops fizzing. But look at that.
That's straight acid.
That tells you that the acid is very strong.
So you want to make sure that you are not breathing it in.
Acid smoke. Don't breathe this.
Mm-hmm. And look at how much that is bubbling, neutralizing out that acid. Ooh, I hope it doesn't overflow. That's cool. A little bit more. That is a very active mix.
Give that a little gentle stir.
After pulling the crystals out and washing them off with just water from the hose, we decided to opt out from doing a second cleaning because in reality, they looked really nice. We were so pleased with how sparkly they were in the sunlight, and even though there is still like parts that look like they're a little bit dirty, they're not, because they're inclusions inside of the crystal, which I feel makes them so much more unique and just so cool to have this kind of a piece. This cluster is super unique because it has the milky white color, but it also has 4 super clear towers all within it, which makes it just really, really cool to look at. So there you have it, friends. We hope that our video gave you the confidence that once you go rock hounding and find crystals like this just of your own, you will have the confidence in cleaning them so that you can put them up on display to cherish for years to come, or sell them and make a little money. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help our small channel out. And until next time, wonderfully wander.